Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is super long overdue. I started a little series on my channel, if you will, back like a couple months ago. It was actually like a really long time ago, and then I sort of never followed up on it. But I'm going to be adding another video to my makeup looks from Pinterest series. So that's what we're doing today, and I'm super excited because, like I said, it's been a minute. So now that I have a bare face, like I said, no more eyelash extensions, and I'm able to do my makeup a lot easier, I wanted to jump back into this for you guys because I started it because it was a really cute and fun idea, and it was sort of like an original thing that I came up with on my own. But like I said, it's been a minute, so I'm a little bit rusty on the makeup. Not like I can't do it, but like it's just been a while since I've done like a full face or even really anything with my eyes or eyeshadow or anything like that. So we're gonna start simple, but I still found a really super cute look that I want to try with you guys today, even though it is pretty simple. It doesn't take a lot of blending or anything like that, but it is super sleek, super cute, and I feel like it sort of fits the vibe of the trends that are going on right now. So let's just hop right into it because there isn't really much more to say. So I'm an iPad girly now, by the way. I'm gonna feel a little like because, you know, I just love this thing. I got it like a week ago and I haven't been able to put it down. But anyways, this is the look I found on Pinterest that I wanted to give a try. So it's got some little rhinestones incorporated, a cool eyeliner vibe, and there's not really much eyeshadow to it, but it's still like a really super pretty look. If you weren't able to see that well through the iPad, I'll just insert the actual photo onto the video here for you so you can get a really good look at it. But I feel like this look is all about shimmer and sleekness, and I love that for right now. The brows look so good too. They're shaped out perfectly, so we're really going to focus in on those things with this look. Even though it only shows the eyes, I'm going to do my whole face just so that it feels more complete in the video and with the whole look, whatever. I wanted to go real in depth and give the video the whole experience of creating this look, so I didn't prep my skin or anything yet. I'm going to show you guys what I do to prep my skin because it's kind of always changing and updating with new products and stuff, so we're going to start with that. So I always like to start my skin prep with some serums because those are what's going to really like penetrate deep into the skin, so you want that to be the first layer sort of your skin prep. First, I'm going to be using this Facial Radiance Niacinamide Dark Spot serum from First Aid Beauty. This is one of my most favorite skincare beauty brands ever. I have multiple different products of theirs that I use on a daily basis. I'm definitely running out of this and it won't even squeeze into the dropper anymore, so I have to like pour it out into my hand. So that's what we're gonna do, just so I can get every single drop that is in this bottle. And yes, my hands are clean. I always like to mention that when I'm just rubbing my fingers all over my face. I did wash my hands. So we just want to make sure that's distributed all over evenly and get a nice good layer of that into the skin. Next, you guys already know if you've been watching my videos, I always use the Ordinary Hyaluronic Acid. Can never skip this step in my skincare, makeup prep, anything like that. This is my go-to. So same process for this serum. Just gonna apply it all over the face. And a little tip for you guys, when applying serums, you want to go thinnest to thickest. So if you are going to use a niacinamide and a hyaluronic acid, make sure you always do the niacinamide first and then put the hyaluronic acid on top of that. Next, I want to really hydrate and moisturize the skin, so we're going to go in with some more First Aid Beauty. This is my favorite moisturizer ever. It's called the Ultra Repair Cream. I have this huge tub of it that I feel like will never run out because I've had it forever, and I've only made a small little dent in it. Like, there is so much product in this and it is so worth the money. So if you're looking for a new moisturizer, definitely go for this one. And this stuff feels so good. Like, I love rubbing this in because it's just so smooth and like silky, and you can just feel it hydrating your skin, especially in the winter when my skin is more dry. This shit just feels amazing. Okay, now that my skin is starting to give that glow that we want, we're only got a few more products left of the skin prep. So next I'm gonna go in with the Watermelon Niacinamide Dewdrops from Glow Recipe. I know this is niacinamide and probably could go first, but I like to put this on top of the other products because, like in the name, the glow, dewiness, we want that to show through. So I'm going to apply that on top. Now lastly, which is my favorite product ever, we're going to go in with the Rhode Glazing Milk. I absolutely love this stuff and it definitely does what it's supposed to. So I like to put this on top and we're just going to put a little bit and kind of like lightly dab, pat, rub, whatever you want to call it, into the face. But I don't like to rub this one as much or as harshly in because it's very thin product and it just sits really nicely on top of the skin and all of the other products underneath. So we always got to apply some SPF. So I'm just going to get a little bit of the Supergoop. Never forget your sunscreen, guys. We do not want wrinkles in this bitch, okay? We're just going to get some of this and get that SPF all over our skin. So that right there is going to conclude the skin prep for us. And now we're going to get right into the makeup. And I'm so effing excited. I can't wait because I'm a little nervous. I haven't done it in a while, but I'm super excited to see how this turns out. So we're going to start off by priming the face. I'm clearly running out of this, but I'm going in with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. This stuff is super sticky and gives the best base for the makeup. Like, look, my fingers are literally sticking right to my skin. I don't usually wear foundation, but for the purposes of today's look and today's video, I'm going to, but I'm going to go in with like a light sheer kind of foundation. It's actually a tinted moisturizer, whatever you want to call it. Those two kind of coincide for me, you know, like a base all over the skin is what we're going for. So Rare Beauty, you know I love her. We're going to go in with the tinted moisturizer. This is the shade, where is it? Oh, Positive Light. I think that's what it's called. Is that what it's called? I think that's what it's called. So whatever. And like I said, I don't like to put a lot because a little goes a long way. And I really want that like dewy, shimmery kind of glowy look for the skin. So I'm not trying to like block it with a lot of product, if that makes sense. We want that skincare that we did to like show through. So a sheer foundation is perfect for that. I'm going to use a brush to blend this out and then go back over with a beauty blender to make sure there's no brush strokes or anything like that. But I'm going to use this Beauty Secrets B1 foundation brush and just use this to distribute it evenly all over my face. And for all the girlies out there with the nose ring like me, I just put the makeup right over the nose ring so there isn't like a weird ring of like no makeup around it. And then after at the end, I'm just going to clean off my little nose ring so it's not caked with makeup, but I just want to make sure it goes all the way around it. So I just put that brush right over it. I'm about to go back in with a beauty blender. Like I said, this one is previously damped, so it's nice and squishy and it's not really going to feel dry and just like take all the makeup off my face. So we're just going to go in and lightly tap everything out to make sure there's no brush strokes. Going in with another Rare Beauty product to the contouring stick in the shade. Oh shit, it is so faded off. I can't even see it, guys. Look at that. You can't even read the words. It's one of the pretty darker ones. I know it's not like the lightest or the second lightest shade. I think it might be the third. This stick will probably last me forever just because of how lightly I use it. I usually go right ahead and put the stick right to my face, but I did see my girl Monet McMichael. She's my favorite YouTuber, TikToker, whatever you want to call it. I watch all of her videos. And I recently saw her use this little technique where she puts it on the back of her hand and then uses the brush with the product on her hand to blend it out. And it looked so fucking beautiful. So I'm going to try that little technique today rather than just putting it right on my face. So I just rubbed a good little amount of product there on the back of my hand. I'm going to use this little fluffy blending brush to pick up the product and blend it out really nicely in the places that I want to contour. This is definitely a really good technique. So now that I have that nice blendable sculpt that I was looking for, I wasn't looking for anything too sharp, but definitely still sculpted, which is exactly what I got. So I'm super satisfied with the result of that technique and that product and everything else. We're gonna move on to concealer and brighten up these under eyes. I usually love my Hourglass concealer and use it for every look, but I'm gonna switch it up today and use this little mini NARS that I have in the shade Vanilla, because the Hourglass concealer is slightly on the thicker side, and like I said, we're going for a really sheer dewy look today, so I'm gonna give this little girly a try instead. I'm gonna go right underneath my eyes in the inner corners, and I don't really have any spots right now that are irking me to cover up, so I think I'm just gonna leave it at that with the concealer, and we're gonna use the Beauty Blender to blend this out and bring it right up along my cheekbone, sort of. Beautiful. That worked exactly how I wanted it to. It could be a little bit brighter, but that's the only shade I have. So I know we're definitely going for like a dewy look, but I don't want to look oily, because there definitely is a difference between dewy and oily, and I feel like this is starting to look on the oily side. So I'm gonna get a little translucent powder, but keep it very light. Always Laura Mercier for this. This is my favorite powder. I don't use her on a daily basis, but when I do, it's always Laura Mercier. Very lightly, just gonna powder puff right under the eyes. Also a little bit right here on my forehead, because this is like my little oily zone usually. Slay. Now for blush, I've been loving this Milani blush that I have. It's like a cream blush. I did like fuck it up so bad, so it looks sort of crazy. I broke the container. There's like digs on the product, but you know, she still works, so we're gonna use her. I'm just going to refresh my face a little bit first though with the Rare Beauty misting spray. I do this every time, every makeup video she's featured, so you guys should know the drill by now. But I'm just gonna use like a little flat top brush to dab it into this product here and get it right on the upper parts of my cheekbone. I don't want to bring it too far into my face near like my nose and my under eye. We're gonna strictly keep it over here toward the tops. And look how gorgeous she looks. She brings that dew right back out from underneath with the cream consistency of it. And then I'm gonna just take whatever excess product is left and dab it onto my nose, so it looks like natural rosiness. Now the last tiny little steps of the base, I'm just going to do a little powder bronzer and some blush, just kind of to hold those cream products in place. It's this Tarte Park Ave Princess bronzer. I'm just gonna lightly use a fluffy little brush to kind of buff everything out around here, especially on the forehead before we lay down these brows. Now it is time to really relate back to the Pinterest picture, because like I said, it didn't really show her whole face, so I kind of made up the base on my own, but you can see the shimmer and the highlight in the brows in the photo, so we're gonna focus in on that now. So I never usually fill in my brows. I usually just use some gel to kind of get the shape that I want. But as you can see in the picture, she has like this immaculate fucking brow shape. So we're gonna use this Rare Beauty brow pencil, and I'm not the best at brows, so I have to really take my time with this. But I'm going to kind of create the shape that I want. I have some like little baldness under here, so we're gonna like really fill this in here and kind of shape them out exactly how I want, and then gel them after. So then I'm just gonna use like a random little spoolie that I got from one of my eyelash appointments. And I'm gonna use it to like blend the product up so that it's not as harsh of a line. Also, it might get a little messy underneath with the product, but I'm gonna clean that up, so it's okay if it gets a little fuzzy under there with some brown product. My biggest struggle with brows is making sure that they're even and that one isn't darker than the other. So I hope that I don't like struggle too much with that right now. I sort of feel like they look pretty even right now. Maybe have to add a little bit more to this side, but I'm just gonna keep blending and see how it looks and then go from there. I think that looks pretty good. I feel like they're pretty even. I keep looking over here because I have a mirror right here with good lighting, so I want to really make sure that they're the same color. but I think they look pretty good, so I'm gonna leave them as is before I fuck them up even more. I'm just gonna use this little flat concealer type of brush, and you can use any concealer you want. I'm not gonna use that same NARS one I used because I feel like I want something a little bit brighter than that, so I'm gonna use this Rare Beauty concealer that I have. I think it's one of the lightest shades. It's 180W. And I'm just gonna get like a little thin amount on this flat brush and really sculpt out the brows exactly how we want and clean up underneath. Okay, this one I think was more of a slay than that one, but they both look pretty good. Then I'm just gonna use this little fluffier angled concealer brush to kind of buff it out and make sure it's really blended so you can't tell that that was concealer there, and it just looks like you have really fucking slayed brows. My go-to for eyebrow gel is literally this Got2b glued spiking gel. Pretty sure it's for your hair, but I like what it does for my brows, so that's what we're using today. And we're just gonna use it to really lay them and separate the hairs exactly how we want. Okay, so I definitely live by the motto that your brows are sisters, not twins. So these are gonna have to do for now. Hers definitely look a little bit better than mine, but obviously we don't have the exact same brow shape or anything like that. And like I said, I'm not that good at brows, so this is what we're working with. I think they look pretty good. I'm gonna stick with it, but don't judge, okay? Because like I said, sisters, not twins. So now relating back to the picture again, she looks like she's shimmering with gold all over her face. She has a little bit of shimmer up on the forehead, her underbrow, the highlight on her cheeks, her nose. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. I have to find a gold kind of highlighter, so give me a sec here. Throwing it back to like 2016 here, but I found the perfect shade of highlighter for this. This old ass crusty dusty Anastasia Beverly Hills glow kit that we all literally went feral for in 2016. It has this amazing gold shade called Golden Dawn, and it basically looks exactly like what she has going on. So I'm going to use this little baby and this golden highlight shade, and we're just going to lightly like fan everything out in all the spots that we want it. Oh my gosh, guys, this is giving. I don't know. I fucking love how this looks, even though this product is super, super old. She did her job for sure. I'm gonna use this little flat eyeshadow brush. It's not too packed with the bristles, so you can move them around and sort of fan it. Oh, shit, I threw it. And boom, she's glowing. So now it's time for the exciting part, which is the actual eyeshadow look that we're basing this whole thing off of. So, well, I shouldn't say eyeshadow, actually, the whole eye look, because I don't really think there's any real eyeshadow involved. But we're gonna get right into it because I'm super fucking excited. So for this, we're obviously gonna need like a black eyeliner. I like felt tip. I cannot do liquid liner. It just does not work for me. So I have this Ulta Beauty black felt tip liner. She's sleek, she's cute, she's perfect. So that's what we're gonna use for this. And then I also bought these little rhinestones off Amazon. They are meant for your face, so they're not like crafty rhinestones, they're makeup rhinestones, and it came with a skin safe little glue to apply them as well. I know I said no eyeshadow, but this sort of doesn't really count, but I definitely do want to like define my crease a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that same bronzer that I used on my face before and just sort of, you know, buff it out into my crease a little bit just for a little bit of definition. It's really not gonna make all that much of a difference, but it sort of will at the same time. Okay, now let's get into it. So it looks like she has like a slight outer wing, and then she went ahead and did that like kind of cut crease liner type of thing. So I'm gonna start with the wing first. Like I said, rusty on the makeup for sure. Probably a little bit more rusty than I even thought I was, which is sort of disappointing because I used to be able to whip up an eyeliner like this in like 3 fucking seconds, and that just took me like a whole 10 minutes. I didn't even show the whole extent of what it took for me to get this, but I think I got to a place where I can accept how it looks. They're not exactly the same, but they do look all right. And once I have mascara, so now we're gonna go ahead and do the other part of the eyeliner, which I'm even more fucking nervous for. So in the picture, she has a super thin line, and it starts right from the inner corner, and it's just gonna go around her crease and then follow up with like a little wing sort of thing. Okay, they're not perfect, but you know, I didn't want to rush the process. I tried to make them as similar as I could. The swoops are like slightly different, but I literally took it off and tried again like 4 times. So this is what we're going with. So now it's time for the fun part. I hope this part isn't as hard. We're gonna get right into these little rhinestones and make this shit shiny and pretty. So this pack came with like a whole bunch of different sizes. I want to sort of make them similar to the ones she had in the picture. So they sort of look more on like the medium, smaller side. So definitely not going to use these big, huge ones. And she has 3 along the swoops here, 1 on the inner corner, and then some random ones underneath. I don't know if I'm going to do the ones underneath, but I definitely am going to do the 3 on the swoop. So I'm just going to apply this little glue right along the eyeliner there. I'll do one side at a time. I'm going to use this and just place them. That was fucking easy, and that looks super cute. Oh my god, guys, I love that. That was way quicker and easier than any other step in this whole fucking process. And it's the cutest, funnest part. So I love that for us. And I'm just gonna do one right here. I think I might do this one in the inner corner a little bit bigger. Not like huge, but just like one size up. If not, I'll just take it off and put a smaller one. But I think it could be cute with a little bigger one. Too big, guys. I'm not really fucking with that. We're just gonna stick to that one size. Now I'm gonna do these same ones on this side and see how I like it, and we'll decide if we want the ones underneath. But I think so far I'm just gonna keep it like this because this is a sleigh. I feel like I'm on Euphoria right now, guys. I really do. I never do makeup like this or like ever really use these rhinestones. I actually bought them like a while ago and only used them 1 time. So I'm loving this right now. Not gonna lie though, I definitely dropped like 10 of them already and just went in for a new one. So there's gonna be rhinestones all over my floor. I love, just like that. So now that I got all that fun stuff done and it looks absolutely amazing, I'm really happy with the result. We just have a couple more steps, slap some mascara on, put a cute little lip. I think I'm just gonna do some gloss. I don't wanna do anything too crazy because the star of the show here is the eyes, obviously. So I just went to Ulta the other day and got this new mascara. I meant to get the black one, but I accidentally bought it in brown. I really like how it makes my eyelashes look though, so I'm gonna use it because it doesn't really show up as brown. It sort of just still looks like black, so that's what we're gonna do. This is the Maybelline Sky High. It's just like a little drugstore mascara, but it's my favorite drugstore mascara. So we're just gonna lightly apply. I don't want the lashes to look too thick or like heavy, so I'm gonna like lightly go and kind of make them look like skinny and elongated, if that makes sense. See, you can't even tell that this is brown. I mean, like sort of, but only kind of close up. So I'm vibing with it. And I like that brush on the mascara. That's why I really wanted to use that one. But this is the final look for the eyes. And I really love it, and I'm super happy with how it came out. This was like really good practice to like get back into doing my makeup the way I used to. So I'm really glad I found this look and chose to do it. It was like the perfect look. Then, like I said, for the lips, I just want to do something simple and glossy because the star of the show is up here. So I'm gonna go in with this cute little pink Rhode lip tint. This is the one called Ribbon. I'm just gonna put some of this on. And this is the final look, guys. I'm so happy. Like I said, even the base came out absolutely amazing. So I just love the whole thing collectively together. So that's really all I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. And if you want me to do more and add more to the series and keep it going, let me know in the comments because I had so much fun with this. So I definitely would love to do more. I get up on my Pinterest and find some more cute looks. Hopefully I can get into some looks that are not as simple and have a little more depth to them and really show you guys the process of that. But for now, I'm really happy with this one and I hope you guys are too. I will see you guys next time I'm here. Bye.